Cetus is a huge sea monster. This cluster of 15 stars is the fourth largest constellation in the sky and can be seen in the first quadrant of the southern hemisphere. It is part of the Perseus family of constellations and was named after the story of Cetus the sea serpent. The monster was going to eat the princess Andromeda as a sacrifice to Poseidon before she was rescued by Perseus.
Time to go fishing.
Welcome to our fishing dream. This is
Let's see what I got today. Okay, got a bite.
The most memorable place I ever visited was the Outer Banks. It is such an amazing place. There is the ocean on one side and the sound on the other. And I got to go kayaking, and I got to go to the island of Ocracoke. It was pretty amazing.
Hi, I am a young kid from America. The most memorable place I've ever visited has to be the Blue Ridge Mountains. I had a great time there. We roasted marshmallows over the campfires where we lived. I went in a hot tub with my younger siblings and my parents, and it was a genuinely just a great time, and it was priceless. And I'm gonna remember it when I go into adulthood, which won't be for a while. But yeah, thank you.
The most memorable place I've ever visited has probably been it's like a giant, I don't really remember the name, but it's a giant dinosaur place with like lots of dinosaurs. Like they're fake, and one of them, it's a giant dinosaur statue where you can climb up in it and then look out over the top from its mouth. My dad took me there, and it was so fun. And I was so tired after, and it's been a memory I can't stop thinking about.
The most memorable place I've ever visited was probably Palm Coast in Florida. The beach, how many things you can do to the food. It's so peaceful. All of my family almost live there. It's just so peaceful, and I hope you take from that. I love you all.
The most memorable place that I've ever been was my mom's parents' house, which is my grandparents' house. I remember growing up as a kid and going out in her garden and picking strawberries and eating them, even when we weren't supposed to. I felt at home and at peace with my grandparents.
The most memorable place I've ever visited has to be Angkor Wat in Cambodia. It's just amazing and wonderful, and I could have spent another 2 weeks despite the heat. The food was fantastic in the area, and the temples were just amazing. Our guide was amazing, and the people were wonderful.
I have to say the most memorable place I've ever visited was Chicago, mainly because I went with my mom, and she's gone now, but those memories keep me going and thinking about how happy she was.
The most memorable place I ever visited is when I was 6. It was my 6th birthday, okay? And we were at Disneyland. It was super amazing. I still have some things from there, and it just gives back very great memories. Sadly, I could only go in the park one day because I was sick. But if you're still listening, remember, have a great day. And always reach to your goals. And remember, you always have one guiding light that's always following you, no matter what.
Okay, the most memorable place I've been to is McKinley Monument. There you can see one of our old presidents' burial place. Yeah, fun fact. There's actually McKinley's favorite spot for picnics. And right by, there's actually a museum. And there's all kinds of stuff there. Like seeing a giant dinosaur, seeing a robot William McKinley and his wife. Very fun place. Maybe one of these days I might check that place out again one of these days as I live close by.
When I was in my early 20s, I lived in a state where I am in Baltimore, Maryland, and I rescued a lot of people's lives. And I think I was there to rescue their lives because it seemed like fate, because I was always put in where I was supposed to be. I saved over the people from suicide and murder when I lived there.
When I met my husband, I was scared and I felt like I didn't belong anywhere. Here I am, going on 11 years. And he's the only person in the entire world that makes me feel normal, makes me feel heard. It was like fate brought me together to him.
The day I met my ex-fiance, before I could even ask the question, who is that? Something clicked and told me that was my person. May he rest in peace. Lord, I miss him.
Hey Meta,